Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, welcome. I'm a chartered financial planner based here in the UK, and if you'd like to see more from me, please do hit that subscribe button. Now, in this video, I want to talk about something that I often get asked about, and that is the 50-30-20 rule. This is a rule that many people follow when it comes to budgeting and allocating their money. And today I'm going to explain what it is and also give you some examples of how you can practically apply it so that hopefully you can use it too. So what is the 50-30-20 rule? Well, put simply, it's a guideline that states that 50% of your take-home pay should be spent on needs, 30% on wants, and 20% on savings and investments for the future. So let's take a look at each of these in more detail and also look at some real-life examples. So, starting with the 50% that should be spent on needs. Now, needs are things that we absolutely have to spend money on. So these are things like our housing costs, our council tax, our utility bills, our food, and our transportation. These are things that we need to spend money on to survive. So let's say, for example, that your take-home pay after tax and national insurance contributions is £2,000 per month. So 50% of that would be £1,000. So everything that we've mentioned, housing, council tax, utilities, food and transportation, all of that should add up to no more than £1,000. Now, obviously, we can't control everything, and sometimes there may be unexpected costs that come up. Maybe your boiler breaks down, or maybe you have to pay for a new car. But generally speaking, we should try to keep our spending within this limit. The next category is wants. Now, these are things that we want, but that aren't essential. So things like eating out, takeaways, subscriptions such as Netflix, holidays, and new clothes. These are all things that we don't need, but they make life more enjoyable. So 30% of £2,000, which is our take-home pay, is £600. So ideally, we should be spending no more than £600 in this category. Now, obviously, again, there may be occasions where we go over this amount, but generally speaking, we should try to stick to it. So let's say, for example, that you've got a couple of eating out, maybe once a month, maybe a couple of takeaways, maybe a subscription or two, and a couple of new clothes. All of those things should add up to £600. The final category is savings and investments, and this is the amount that we're putting aside for the future. So things like our pension, our emergency fund, any other savings goals that we might have, such as saving for a house deposit or even investing in the stock market. Ideally, we want to be saving and investing at least 20% of our income. So 20% of £2,000 is £400. So ideally, we want to be putting £400 each month into our pension, into our emergency fund, into our savings pot. And this is really important because it means that we replanning for the future and we not just living for today. So there you have it, the 50-30-20 rule explained. Now, I hope you found this helpful, and if you did, please do give me a thumbs up. And also remember to check out my other videos where I talk about a whole range of financial topics. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.